I don't really know how to start this. I've never posted something like this before, but the silence between us has gotten so loud that I need to know if I was truly the bad guy here. My name's Lucas. I'm 25. I've been with my girlfriend, Emma, for almost 3 years. She's 26. We've had what I would have called the healthiest relationship I've ever known, supportive, communicative, deeply connected. We met through two of our best friends, Brandon and Claire, and we owe them a lot for bringing us together. They've been our anchors and our mirrors, really. We've celebrated birthdays, holidays, and now, just recently, we were guests at their wedding. That's where everything fell apart. Emma and I had been talking about marriage for a while. We'd browsed rings, talked about timing, where we'd want to live long-term, even discussed kids. Nothing was formal, no "will you marry me" just yet, but it wasn't some vague idea. It was real, or at least I thought it was. A few weeks before the wedding, we were all hanging out at Brandon and Claire's. We were joking around, and I made a comment, half joking, half testing the waters, about maybe proposing at their wedding. Brandon laughed and said it would be hilarious. Claire and Emma both said, absolutely not, but they didn't seem mad. I honestly thought they didn't take me seriously, but I was serious, kind of. That night planted the seed. I started thinking, what better way to honor where we started than by starting our next chapter in the same place? I found the perfect ring. I even rehearsed what I'd say. Fast forward to the reception. Speeches had ended, people were heading toward the buffet line, and the DJ played a song Emma and I always scream-sing together in the car, Story of My Life. That was my cue. I tapped my glass. Fork against champagne flute. The sound echoed. Heads turned. Emma looked up and smiled, but when she saw my face, what I was about to do, she stood and whispered sharply, "Not right now." I froze. Just froze. All the attention that had been on me now felt like heat on my skin. I stammered something like, "Sorry, I was just joking," and sat down, numb. Emma leaned in and said, "Let them have their moment. Let's make ours our own." Her voice was calm, but I was shattered. I couldn't eat. I couldn't breathe. I walked out. She tried to follow, called me, texted me, but I needed space. When I came back, I didn't even look at her. I couldn't. I just kept replaying that moment in my head. The awkward silence, the confused looks, the embarrassment. I felt like an idiot. The drive home was dead quiet. When we parked, I told her I didn't want to talk, but later that night I sent her a long text. I told her how hard I'd worked to get the ring, how much I thought that moment would mean to both of us, and how humiliated I felt being stopped, like that in front of everyone. She said she did want to marry me, just not like that, not during someone else's wedding. She said it would have been disrespectful to Brandon and Claire, and that we should have our own moment, not piggyback off someone else's. I hear her. I do. But I can't shake the feeling of rejection, not just of the proposal, but of me. That moment was supposed to be the beginning of something, not the end of everything. She thinks I made it about us during someone else's night. Maybe I did, but isn't that how love works? You take big swings. You trust your gut. I really thought it would be a memory we'd both treasure forever. Now I'm not so sure. She keeps saying I ruined nothing, but it doesn't feel that way to me. It feels like I misread everything, and I'm still sitting in that moment where I stood up and the world looked at me, and she said no. So, was I wrong? Was I selfish? Did I take away from someone else's moment, or was I just trying to make one of our own?